Alrighty. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to 4-Digit Mania World Cup 2024. We have another losers bracket match ready for you to go. Hope you enjoyed that short little break. We are back online, ready for another match. I'm Walmart 5193. Joining me in the booth, none other than the man himself, Albion the Great. How's it going?
Hello. Yeah, it's been a while since I last commented. Oh wait, I just commentated. Yeah, I'm doing great. We've seen some banger matches just now, and we're heading into yet another banger. South Korea, Argentina. They are so close in terms of seed, and there's qualifier placements also show that they're incredibly close on paper.
Yeah, wouldn't be surprised. I don't think this is going to be a one-way match guarantee sweep. This is probably going to be there's probably going to be some nail biters in this match for sure, especially with both sides having very good players on each side. It's just going to come down to strategizing what picks you want to go for, what bands you want to go for, just overall what you need in order to capitalize as much as possible.
Yeah, and while we had to do a quick transition there, we do already have the protects and the bans that have come in. South Korea went for LN5 ban, so they seem to be taking the angle of the LN5 protect, so they want to go for a bit more long notes. Argentina went for Rice 1 getting protected, and then the bans. Well, these are very unfortunate. Both SV1 and SV2 have been banned.
Yeah, so sadly, we're not going to see any SV going on in this match. And it looks like South Korea is already going into their first pick. They did go for LN1. So seeing South Korea protecting long notes and Argentina protecting Rice makes me think this is probably going to be a long note versus Rice battle.
Well, I wouldn't necessarily say that. It might look like that for now, but here's the interesting part, right? Let's just take a quick look at the LN1 and LN2 scores that they had in the qualifiers. South Korea played better on LN1 than Argentina, but Argentina played better on LN2 than South Korea. And the same thing happened during Hybrid. Hybrid 1, Argentina played better than South Korea, and in Hybrid 2, South Korea played better than Argentina. So it really can go either way. And we see that exact same story happening with the Rice. Rice 1, South Korea played better than Argentina, and then Rice 2, Argentina played better than South Korea. It's once again swapped. So it really can go either way on all of these maps.
Yeah, and it's probably like you did mention, these scores could go either way. So you're gonna have to be very focused on your judgments. And I believe that's an early 200 from I Play Games 13. Not really going to matter as we just started this map off, but it is a very short and sweet map, just 2 minutes long. It's lots of action can be going on in those 2 minutes.
Yeah, and so far they are very, very close. Just that slight accuracy lead on the South Korean side, that is giving them the advantage currently. 99.7 for Mateo is the highest accuracy in the lobby on the side of Argentina, but the supporting combos and supporting accuracies need to be there as well.
Yeah, as 4203 is starting to match up with Mateo, as the lowest accuracy on South Korea is Scalar with a 99.51. TPT player matching them down as well down there. As I Play Games 13 is still at the 99 mark, but still trying to bump up their accuracy. As 4203 does find a drop, as that is going to shrink in the lead a bit more. That's actually going to go to the Argentina side.
Yeah, now Argentina has the lead. That is not great for 4,203. They do have the accuracy though. They can still, if they build their accuracy back up a bit, they could take the lead back. But it is not looking likely as we head into the last third of the map.
Yeah, assuming that there's something very eventful going on and Bancho just doesn't want us to see it. We're gonna have to see something from Mateo if South Korea wants their precious lead back. With only a difference of 4.5 thousand points, anything could really happen at this final section. And if I say it, Mateo drops. Wait, what's going on with TPT player? Is that a disconnect or is this just a Bancho issue?
Let's hope that that is not a disconnect.
I'm checking the link. It's not a disconnect. It's just Bancho being funny. Wait, okay, that was just Bancho issue. But wait a second, that lead, 10,000 points over to Argentina. Oh, Scalar did find a miss, which that is going to be an early breakpoint for Argentina.
That is a good way for Argentina to start the match. On paper, they are the highest seeded team, but that doesn't mean it's a free win. Absolutely not. That was a hard-fought map. And Mateo just played so incredibly well. TPT player as well. It really ended up as a battle, and those misses, they kinda may put a nail into the coffin there for this 1 point.
Yeah, 4203 slider break accompanied with Scalar's bad judgments really did put the nails in the coffin for South Korea. However, we still have a lot more maps to go through. And that was only a 7,000 point difference. It's not like it's not like it was 100,000 or anything. So things are still gonna be very, very close.
Yeah, but do we see Rice coming out now for Argentina? Are we gonna see Rice 3, perhaps Rice 5? I know we had that Rice Protect.
We did have that Bryce 1 Protect. We did see Neo City Dive. And they're immediately going to jump into their own Protect. They're going to go for Neo City Dive here.
I was expecting them to go for Rice, but not immediately their Protect. I thought, they'll try and keep it for a later point in time. But not the case. Heading right into it. Trying to just cement that lead now. Right? They have the momentum, and they're going to try to keep that momentum going.
Yeah, I mean, when you're especially taking a break point off of South Korea, you want to capitalize as much as possible. This is what I was saying at the beginning of the stream. If you manage to find any form of advantage at this point, I would reckon that you're going to absolutely capitalize as much as you can off of it. And this is a perfect example. This is a perfect example for Argentina as of now. And I believe we're just waiting for everybody to ready up. Probably going to see some switches in the roster as the LN powerhouses are going to be swapped out with the more Rice powerhouses. And we're going to see Jang Woo come in for South Korea, Elmanco del Siglo for Argentina, and Joaco Loco for Argentina as well. So going to see the swap outs come in. Maybe that will be the missing piece for South Korea. For maybe to tie things up and do back-to-back breakpoints. Who knows what will happen?
Yeah, anything is possible here. Absolutely anything. We said it before and we'll say it again. It's not that this is a match between one team being good on Rice, the other team being good on LN. Both of these teams are very versatile. They can play all of these maps. It just depends on who gets the point. And that can be different for every single map, regardless of what type of map it is. And so far, Argentina off to a flying start. 99.9 still on El Manco del Siglo. And Mateo and Quaco are also holding strong with a 99.8 to 99.83. Meanwhile, Scalar is having a bit more trouble, dropping down to 99.4.
Yeah, but not really much of an issue for them as they immediately climb up almost to that 99.6 mark as Jargbook is at the 99.8 mark trying to level up with Joaco Loco as Helmenco del Siglo is almost up to that 99.9 mark as more of these pretty dense bursts do come in from those jacks. As I believe that was a 200 drop on the side of South Korea, going to increase that lead just a tad bit for Argentina. Lowest accuracy from them is from Mateo at a 9.6. Very impressive for them.
Yeah, if no misses are found, then Argentina, at least currently, looks to be taking this point. Right, their accuracy is just a bit ahead of that of South Korea.
Yeah, and now that lead extends to 10,000 for Argentina. As we do get into the back half of the show, there's a little 200 from Jungwook. Not really going to matter much, but that lead does increase to 11,000. South Korea still bleeding a bit from that. Oh, but Mateo trades it back with a miss. But I believe that lead will still be in the favor of Argentina, especially in this break section. But that lead is slightly still closing in. Mateo needs to find that 400 combo cap as fast as possible if they want to keep Argentina in the game. And that lead is swiveling down to the 3-digit side. It's now going over to South Korea.
Scala! Scala gets another miss, and that is definitely not what South Korea needed there. They were going to get that point had Scala not found that miss. Mateo has now reached the 400 combo mark again. They very well could have lost the point there for Argentina with that miss, but it doesn't appear to be happening. Ending in the last 10 notes of this map, and it is going to be Argentina finding a second point. That went back and forth, and just as South Korea had a sliver of hope, it was yoinked away.
Yeah, and Scalard, even with that very clean miss, every miss is crucial in these matches. Argentina going to capitalize off of their breakpoint and gonna immediately strike 2-0 against South Korea. Elmenko Del Cielo with the MVP, with the V1 SS, only 1-200 from Yoko Loco, and only 150 from TPT player. Very good scores all around the board, as it is South Korea's pick now.
And what a score for El Manco del Siglo. What a score. Getting at 994. Man, I wish I was good like that.
It was probably the nerves that probably got, that most definitely got Scalar in the end, but it is okay. Get your nerves out in the beginning. Start focusing. But, yeah. Anywho, it is South Korea's next pick.
Are they going to go back into the LN or the hybrids? They must be thinking about that, right? Because they just lost on Rise, but they also lost on LN. Perhaps go into hybrid, do a bit of a mix of the two, see a Beast Base Bomb coming in, or perhaps a Synergy.
Yeah, or we can maybe see a trip down hybrid lane, maybe Buna Synergy, a more LN based hybrid. Gonna have to be up to South Korea though. Probably gonna stay in that long note or a hybrid region. We're gonna see LN5. So Scarzafana going to get the pick.
I mean, they were close, right? That previous LN map was incredibly close. South Korea probably could have taken that if it wasn't for Argentina just playing a tad bit better. This is way too close for comfort for both of these teams, and as we head into LN5, I do think that this is going to be a map where South Korea can get a point.
And South Korea protected this map, by the way. So
yeah, they need to like the footing again, right?
Back to back protects being picked, and hopefully it does benefit them in the end. We're gonna see the return of iPlayGames and Yauco Loco, as well as 4203. So our original LN squad going to be back in for Long Note 5, as the start event should be arriving shortly, and there it is. Here we go, underway with LN5. Hopefully we see some more close action going on, as we did see on the past two maps. Things could change in just a heartbeat.
Yeah, and we do have one player switching out. iPlayGames has now joined the Argentinian roster for this map.
Yeah, and here we go with LN5, our shortest map as of now. So this is going to be a bit more crucial with your judgments, and already Argentina edging out a slight lead, but as things go back and forth, 4203 finding an early miss, but not really going to affect South Korea as much, as we are just getting over the 400 combo cap, but that will increase the lead for Argentina for roughly 4,000 points as of now, as
Yeah.
things do get back into action. 4203 trying to climb back up here.
Yeah, I mean, 4203 wasn't going all that strong at the start, dropping a lot of accuracy, so that miss kind of was to be expected to be coming from them. At the same time, though, I Play Games was really strong in the start with the accuracy, has been dropping slowly and steadily to below 99% now. No miss on their end, but that is not the accuracy we want to see, especially if 4203 can climb that accuracy again. It could eventually get that lead back into favor of South Korea.
Yeah, like you mentioned, with I Play Games, accuracy being the lowest on the side of Argentina, despite everyone FCing, they can just take one drop from I Play Games. Not gonna try to curse.
Oh,
But Yoko Loco
Loco
takes that. But Yoko Loco takes that position from I Play Games, and that lead immediately switches over to South Korea. But there is still time for them to go up to that 400 combo cap. But they drop again, and so does I Play Games.
Not like that.
And
they had it. They could have had it, and they just give it away to South Korea. It's a gift. If nothing changes, if nothing happens in the last couple hundred nodes, then it is going to be a point for South Korea. The Protect ending up in their own pocket. That's good. They're back into the match. It's not a done deal just yet. They've come to play. They've come to fight.
And oh, did they fight an FC from TPT player, as well as Scalar backing up from 4203's misses, as well as Mateo trying their hardest, 981k, securing the MVP actually by just less than 100 points from Scalar.
They used slider breaks though. It wasn't even misses. Like 4203 actually found a miss, but it was slider breaks for I Play Games in Quaco Loco. That is so unfortunate.
But it is now Argentina's pick. Now they're probably going to stay in the Rice range. It did help them on Neo City Dive. Probably not wanting to go back into the long note range after what happened on that previous chart. Maybe go for something like Show Me Your Love or Palette Lab, maybe. Those are my two predictions.
I'm thinking City Lights or Palette Lab. Yeah, and there we go.
And you're just a mind reader.
I mean, it makes sense to go for that, right? It does make sense to go for that because you wanna start pushing the end game, the more difficult Rice a bit here. Because I do think, if I'm not mistaken, that is where Argentina was actually the strongest in their qualifiers on. It was that Rice 2, the more difficult, the more dense Rice map. So going for this Rice 3 pick is the logical choice.
Yeah, now that you mention it, it does make sense. But here we go, underway with City Lights. We're just probably getting back our Rice roster. And just like that, they do return. And reckon that all the players are ready. We're going to be underway with this map in just a moment.
I do honestly think that this should be a point in the bag for Argentina. It probably should be. We'll find out if that's actually the case. But yeah, seeing 4203 switch out with Jungwook, I think that's a great change. This is a stacked lineup for South Korea, but they do have to face the very stacked lineup on the Argentinian side as well.
Well, I mean, if Argentina does take this point, South Korea is going to ban another chart. So it does kind of give a benefit on both sides. Definitely could erase one of the Rice charts for on South Korea's side. But we're going to have to wait and see if Argentina can take that mission of taking this points. But so far, I believe everyone is doing extraordinarily well. So we're gonna have to wait until some of these more bursty Rice sections do get into play.
Yeah, and so far it does look like actually Argentina has the better accuracy. I'm not sure why the score advantage was on South Korean side for a second there, but with a 99.69 on TPT player, that does mean Argentina is slightly ahead, though not by much. Scala! Oh no! They are finding the very first miss of the match, and that will be after the 400 combo mark. So whenever Argentina finds a break, it will just be traded. It's not quite at the start of the match anymore.
Yeah, now that lead by 13,000 points going over to the side of Argentina as more of these dump sections do get a little bit. We do get a little bit of a break section for Scalar to climb up to that 400 combo cap to stop the bleeding. But we are almost at the back half of this chart, and a 15,000 point lead for Argentina is going to give them a really big cushion for them throughout most of this chart, but things can change in just a heartbeat. But Scalar finds another miss as soon as they reach the 400 combo cap. That's going to increase the lead to 20,000 points now for Argentina.
At this point, if you're Argentina, you just need to hold on, right? Because the only real possibility for South Korea to get back into this one is if you end up missing. So they just need to hold on. And Jang Wook finding yet another miss kind of just cements that. It makes it so incredibly difficult now for South Korea to take this point. At this point, if you're a South Korean player and you're not playing in this match, you might just want to start thinking about what your second ban is going to be, because it's sure as hell gonna come.
Yeah, 46,000 point lead now for Argentina. Scalar finding a miss as well as Jang Wook earlier. And I believe it's safe to say that Argentina does have this one in the books. Everybody besides Waka Loco at that 9.8 mark, which is very impressive. Still an FC on the side of South Korea. Everyone FCing on Argentina's side, which is going to give them to the halfway point, which means South Korea will get a second ban. And El Menco del Siglo, even with the 1-200 at 994.7k.
Yeah, I mean, they got 169. They got a ratio of 10. That's pretty good.
That is absolutely insane. MVP for them. As everyone on Argentina getting a 990, that is the definition of team effort right there.
Yeah, definitely. It's though now with the second ban for South Korea coming up, I do have to say I am expecting Rice 5 Palette Lab to come up here.
Yeah, would not be shocked if we see a Rice map getting the ban hammer from the side of South Korea. And we're just going to wait and see. Definitely something like maybe Show Me Your Love, a very bursty chart, would make the most sense. As City Lights is pretty much, as what we saw, pretty much South Korea's weak point on the Rice side of things.
They're thinking long and hard about this one, and that's very understandable. Because this could really, this could be where you tip the scales in your favor.
You know, as we wait for their ban, Argentina only just 3 points away from taking the victory and moving on to the losers quarterfinals. And South Korea would not be surprised if they make Argentina battle for it, as even with Argentina having being up 3-1, that doesn't really say much, as South Korea can definitely change things in a heartbeat. Just gonna have to wait and see. And we're gonna see Hybrid 1 actually. And we're gonna see LN3 come in for South Korea. Not really surprising for them, as they are the LN powerhouse of this match. But do not be shy from Argentina. They definitely have some LN gods that they can sub in for these picks, such as I Play Games, and I believe Mateo as well has shown their LN gameplay to be pretty immaculate for the side of Argentina. But we also have Jungkook and 4203 for South Korea. And here we go with our third LN map, please.
Yeah, but just getting ready for this next map. If South Korea manages to take it, that doesn't quite mean Argentina gets to ban another map, but it does bring South Korea one step closer to evening out the scores. This map, though, I do have to say I do think South Korea has the edge. But once again, if they find a lot of misses, it just gives that lead to Argentina. So they will have to play consistently, not drop any misses, and keep a hold of that combo. Once again, we do see I Play Games dropping to below the 99. They're at 98% now. And South Korea does have all three 99s. But Mateo with a 99.7. That's great. That's a powerhouse there on the side of Argentina. 4203, last time they couldn't quite find their footing and they ended up dropping and finding a miss. So far though, they're holding strong. Same thing goes for every other player in this lobby. We're almost reaching the halfway point and no misses have been found. Argentina does need to up their accuracy a bit if they want to be able to take this point though.
Yes, South Korea does have the lead for now, as things are getting into the back half now. 98 for I Play Games. That's going to really put the... Oh, but Jungkook does find a drop. But it's really if I Play Games' accuracy can climb up for Argentina, when that, which will probably make that lead go onto South Korea's side. But I Play Games does find a miss, which will actually benefit South Korea, which I believe when going into the end of this chart, not really much left to go for. 20,000 points for South Korea. That is insanely good.
Yeah, I Play Games was struggling a bit on the accuracy there, and then once the dense part hit in, it was just not, they were not able to hold on. They ended up finding that miss. It was a rather dirty miss as well, dropping a lot of accuracy, and just like that, Argentina, they're going to be looking at a very strong South Korea that's looking their way, that's looking to find a way back into this match and even out the scores. It's 2-3 now. Argentina can still find that fourth point because they do have their own pick coming up next. But South Korea is putting a statement down. We're here to play and we're not going to give you this match easily. Now, if you're Argentina, I do think you'll want to head into one of the rice again, right? So far, it's been working out for you. Why not just keep doing it? Do a Show Me Your Love, do a Palette Lab, maybe a Mate un Bonito Jorge Mesma. You know, it could be any one of those three maps. I do think Show Me Your Love is a good pick here, but Palette Lab as well. What do you think?
Let's see, actually. Oh, they're gonna go for Rice too. Gonna go for Show Me Your Love. This is actually what I thought South Korea would ban.
Yeah, I thought so too. But then they banned Hybrid 1, which makes a lot of sense, given that that's the more Rice-focused hybrid.
This is going to be actually a bit interesting. And looks like everyone is ready up. MP start has been thrown in. South Korea looking to tie things up at 3 while Argentina looks to extend their lead and potentially make things 4-2.
Alright, yeah, now heading into this next map. Argentina looking to try and extend their lead a bit. South Korea trying to hold them off from doing so. El Manco del Siglo at a 99.4 and Mateo at 99.89. Both of them at very high accuracies, and then we have Juaco Loco also holding strong. It is the accuracies on the side of Argentina that complicate this for South Korea, that make it so difficult for South Korea to take one of these rise maps. We saw it last time where all three players on the Argentinian side had 990Ks at the end, and now we see it again. Oh, and a miss coming out for 4203. That's not what South Korea needs in these situations. Quaco Loco did drop a bit of accuracy all the way down to 99.5 now, but there are still two players holding strong on the Argentinian side. And with that miss, the lead is going to grow and grow. 20,000 points already separating these two teams. And if the accuracy stay the same as they are now, that lead's just going to keep growing. It might even end up at 30k. It really is a requirement for South Korea that Argentina misses. They need to find that miss for South Korea to have a chance. And it's not looking like that's going to be happening anytime soon. Argentina is just cruising through this map. Well, we are gonna get this drop come in. All the bursts. Can both teams hold on?
We're gonna have to see. 20,000 point lead for Argentina, but things can change at the very end.
But with only a couple hundred notes left in this chart, 30,000 points is a lot. Even if Mateo just missed 5 times now, the lead would probably still be in favor of Argentina. And it doesn't look like Argentina is going to give this point away. With many high-scoring players, 2 990Ks and 1 in the 980s, this is once again a point for Argentina. Crazy efforts from South Korea there, but that one miss from 4203 just wasn't quite what they needed. South Korea does have the next pick though.
Yeah, and
They're
this is
either looking
definitely
at match point or they're looking at Argentina banning another map. It's one of those two.
yeah. This is what I was about to say. That was what I was about to say. Either Argentina gets this breakpoint and potentially secures victory and moves on, or South Korea lives and Argentina bans another chart.
We might just see string theocracy coming out here.
We're gonna have to wait and see.
Because I don't think South Korea feels confident heading into the hybrids, knowing how strong Argentina has been on the rise spots. So we're gonna see string theocracy coming out. It's going to be the LN. That means there's only one more LN left for them to pick later. But if they win this map, Argentina might just ban that.
And looks like and we're gonna see LN2. But I think Client is just having a bit of a heart attack right now.
Yeah, and our client does not want to load LN2 for us right now.
Please stand by, guys. We can probably yap for a couple minutes until we get things back to normal.
So, Omar, what do you think about bread?
Bread is honestly very good. It is my struggle meal when it's early in the morning and I have nothing to make. So, especially putting it in a toaster is very good.
Have you ever made your own bread? Like, baked your own bread?
I have not, but my dad has baked and made his own bread.
Because baking fresh bread and just eating it while it's still warm and just from the oven, it is so good. Like, you have
Don't burn yourself.
the crunchy crust and then just the very soft and fluffy interior of the bread. And then you put whatever you want on there, right? Some cheese or some slices of meat, whatever. It's so good. Like the fluffiness with that crunch. Oh man, it's to die for.
Don't burn yourself when it's real hot.
I don't care if I burn myself, man. Oh, fresh bread. That's where it's at. But the map has now started. Players are currently playing. We're still having some technical difficulties, so hopefully we can get back into this map very, very soon, and we'll just jump somewhere in the middle of it.
Enjoyed this glorious talk about bread.
Yeah, and I mean that's one of the great things about having a bakery close to where you live, right? You can just in the morning you go outside, some fresh air. You feel the breeze rushing through your hair. You go to the bakery, buy some bread. It smells amazing. You come home, you slice it up. Oh, it's so good.
And
Bread
by
is
the
just
way,
love.
yeah, bread is a very awesome sauce. Um, while we're on this, by the way, our final match is starting pretty soon. Malaysia versus Germany. Our final match of this weekend, before we give you that quarterfinal showcase, is happening in roughly 5 minutes or so. So once this match has concluded, we will switch to that match. But it looks like we're back. I hear music.
Yeah,
Or the
exactly.
end
Let's
music.
not get ahead of ourselves, right? We first have a match to finish. and some more bread to eat. I think. Anybody hungry for bread? I am.
I'm pretty hungry for some bread too.
So some might not know this, but here in Dutchland we have this. We have chocolate sprinkles. We literally put chocolate sprinkles on our bread. Like if you've never tried that, it is absolutely worth giving that a go. But we are now back. We do have String Theocracy loaded up, loaded in. We're playing already. We've missed about half of the map, so just to get you back up to speed, there has been a miss on the side of Argentina for both Mateo and Quaco Loco, and so far, almost every player on South Korea has been holding strong. TPT player did find a miss. Mateo, however, finds yet another one. That's gonna just keep that lead from going, from getting any smaller.
Yeah, and as TPT player does find a miss, but we are in the back half of this map, so not really going to matter that drop. But Mateo just needs to climb up to that 400 combo cap, and that will stop the bleeding on the side of Argentina.
Yeah, and so far, I mean, I play games still on the max combo, and Jangwook also still on that FC. The accuracy, though, is in favor of South Korea by a large margin. And if Argentina wants to get a 5th point on the board here, that would require Jangwook to find a miss.
Yeah, as the map is coming to a conclusion, South Korea will be staying alive and will be giving Argentina their second ban of this match.
So, what do you
And
protect the ban to? What do you think the ban is going to be here? What do you predict it's going to be? I have a feeling it's going to be LN4.
yeah, I mean, they did go through most of the LN picks. There's only one LN pick remaining, and that's LN4. So obviously, you got to go for LN4. Make sure you minimize all of South Korea's chances by going for that pick. But you can also pick one of the hybrids if you want to. There's so many options.
Yeah, I do think Ekthai Beatrice is looking like the likely ban here. But that's great. I love it. South Korea 3-4. That early breakpoint that they lost is really going to hurt their odds in this match. That's very unfortunate, right? They couldn't quite bring it back in a later map.
But hopefully we can see something here.
And yeah, that was the very predictable ban. I think we've seen so many amazing plays coming.
shown insane potential. And who knows, maybe if 4-Digit Mania World Cup's legacy does continue, we could probably say hello to these players again next time. But it's kind of scary seeing one of these teams going home. And also, way more frightening that one of these teams are in the losers bracket. But either way, Argentina having a confident lead. Mateo 99.7.
Yeah, and so far the South Koreans not able to have a combo above 99.5, while all of the Argentinian combos are above that. So that's gonna complicate things a bit. It might just be yet again South Korea requiring that miss from Argentina to be able to get the point.
And Argentina still holding on. 14,000 point difference as we do reach the halfway point of this map. And oh, wait, 20,000 points of difference. What happened? Oh, it's okay. I see. It's just the accuracy. Argentina having insanely good accuracy on their side, while South Korea, highest one being a 98.4. Everyone's still full comboing though, so it can take a couple misses from the side of Argentina to swing things over to South Korea. We have seen things like this happen before. And as the map comes to an end, Argentina coming out on top, 23,000 points of difference, but still have this ending burst section to go. But with 25,000 points of difference, yeah, this is going to be in the favor of Argentina.
All of these price maps have been accuracy battles, haven't they? And South Korea not quite able to put up the same accuracies as Argentina, and that has consistently given Argentina an edge in this match.
And now South Korea going to have to play their cards very carefully here. It is their pick, but it could also be their. This is also their final pick too, so they're going to have to pick out one of the best hybrid map they can, or if they want to be frisky, go for the last rice pick that is still there. But for now, Argentina looking to shut the door on South Korea and move on, while South Korea looks to survive another day.
Yeah, but now what do you pick? There's 3 hybrids left. Do you go for Beast Base Bomb? Do you go for Synergy? You're picking synergy. Something that has a bit of Rice and a bit of LN, and it's going to be Base Bomb. I was expecting that one to come out. It does make the most sense, but it's still a bit more risky than the LNs. Unfortunately, none of those are left.
This is going to be... And this is actually interesting, seeing South Korea banned hybrid. But who knows, maybe they do have the hybrid... Maybe they do have the hybrid skill they need to outdo Argentina and stay alive. We're going to have to see.
Alright. We're gonna be getting right into this one. This could be, and I can't believe I'm saying this could be where South Korea gets eliminated. This could be the very final map of South Korea in 40M. But They can stay alive. They can keep the dream alive if they win this point. Those nerves must be hitting them real hard right now.
But probably not as much as Argentina, as much as they are probably looking to win this match. They're going to have to put on their best suit and tie for this effort. And as it looks like, this map is pretty short too. And I
Is
think
that an
that
actual
was a
miss?
Bancho miss.
I do think it was Bancho. Oh no, don't tell me that was an actual miss. It does look to be an actual miss. Oh no.
No,
it wasn't.
Okay,
oh,
no,
thank God.
it was Bancho. Phew. But Argentina in the lead by 5,000 points. That is not much to say the least, but especially with the map as short as this, it's pretty tricky to actually hold on, as there are lots of mini jacks littered around and these very hard to hit LNs. As that was a miss from Mateo, and that lead's going to South Korea. Wait a second, this is looking really good for South Korea. That's actually a pretty big score difference, though. 12,000 points, but we still have this last part of the map to go. They just need to hold on to keep the dream alive. An TBT player! Will that be enough though? That lead is looking to shrink a bit more, and it's starting to shrink down to Argentina's side. Oh my goodness, it's going back and forth. But South Korea is starting to level out as TPT player is almost at that 400 combo cap. I think South Korea has it secured unless something very big happens at the end. And South Korea's gonna keep it.
Yeah, they are still alive, still kicking, but they're gonna need that break point, and it's gonna be Rise 5 coming out next. I can guarantee you that much. It's not gonna be easy, but South Korea has kept an avenue to progress in this match in their hands. It is so difficult for them to win now, but it's not out of question. This is exciting.
Yeah, everyone probably on edge on their seats now. As oh man, everyone's anticipating for the tiebreaker. As we're seeing, even the referee is joining in on it. As oh my goodness.
They're gonna pick hybrid 2 or 3, right? Yeah, they're gonna definitely pick. Nah, it's there. It's Rise 5. It's coming out. Argentina looking to secure it right here, but those nerves, they can throw a spanner in the works. It is not done just yet. South Korea just needs one more point to secure that tiebreaker. They were broken at the very start of the match, and now they need to break back.
And this is the last resort for both sides. Either we see a champion or we go to tiebreaker.
Oh boy, and South Korea, they must be feeling it as well. Lose this, they're out. They had that in the last map, they'll have it in this map. But last map was a more comfortable map for them. This map, not so much.
It looks like everybody is readied up. Or you're probably waiting on a couple players. Definitely want to not have the nerves get to them, especially when you're this far in a match.
But I do think it's still going to be Mateo, El Manco de Siglo, and Juaco Loco who are going to be playing on this map. So they have found their rhythm in this match now, right? They've already played so many maps, the three of them, and now we have Scala, TPT player, and Jungwook trying to keep the dream alive for South Korea. If you're supporting either one of these teams, send them some love because they've been playing out of their mind. And South Korea is about to have their tournament run ended if they can't get this point. There we go. We are going to be starting. This could be the end. This could be the start of a story like no other. The players to watch here, El Manco del Siglo, Matteo, and then TPT player and Jang Wook. It's going to be so incredibly close.
As already things are flickering back and forth, but this map is on the quite longer side.
It's coming down to accuracy again, I think, isn't it? Because we have
Yeah,
Matteo and El Manco del Siglo at 99.8, 283. Quaco Loco has dropped a bit, but at the same time, on the other side, we don't see a 99.8. We do, however, see a miss coming out from Scala. And another one! Scala! You need to keep a hold of this combo! This could be the end! Oh no! South Korea, it's not looking promising for them. All players are somewhat struggling on this, but it looks like South Korea is struggling a bit more with TPT player finding another miss. This one, however, does get traded with Quaco Loco, who finds a second miss as well. But an 18,000 score difference already in favor of the Argentinians. Matteo finds a miss. The accuracy not wavering all that much. They will be at that 99.6 still. And the lead is still in the Argentinians' favor. 16,000 points. Jang Wook, he's holding strong. El Manco del Siglo as well.
This is a very strong lead for Argentina, and there's only a quarter of the map left.
Quaco Loco finds another miss, but it's still not a the dirty miss that the South Koreans are looking for.
And it looks like Argentina is still prevailing through this, but there is still map to go. It's not going to be the end of the world yet for South Korea, but as the map does close, hope is being lost as the map progresses, and there's only just a little bit of map left. Looks like Argentina will be safely making things through. There's a miss from Quaco Loco, but that's not going to do anything as El Manco del Siglo is still holding on very well. And just like that, ladies and gentlemen, Argentina will be moving on to the losers quarterfinals, knocking out South Korea.
What an amazing effort there from South Korea. They turned up not just to, play, but they turned up to play. And play they did. South Korea, we're unfortunate to have to lose you in this tournament and to have to say goodbye. But we all appreciate the moment, the fights you put up, because what a show it has been.
Yeah, that was a hell of an effort from both sides of the squad. But in the end, it is going to be Argentina moving on to the losers quarterfinals to move on to verse Peru next week. That is going to be a spicy match. The Battle of South America will be happening next week. Well, unfortunately, we're gonna have to say goodbye to South Korea. But for now, I believe we're gonna take a small break as we will be switching to our final match of this weekend: Malaysia versus Germany. That is a winner's bracket match. I believe they're just getting into protects and bans, but I believe we'll be taking a little bit of a break. We'll be back online for that match.
We're gonna go right into it. Malaysia versus Denmark. They are going. We're just going right in.